Alright, hey guys, it's Ian with Motorcycling. I did a video of the unboxing of this bag earlier, and I wanted to talk about why I chose this bag and why I went from a quad system to this backpack system, and why I picked particularly the Grip EQ. Okay, so basically this bag, I carry about 17 discs in here. And these discs back here are part of a Christmas lot that I got over the holidays. And I have chosen what discs I wanted to try. But unfortunately, you can see my bag here, I can't fit 20 discs in this bag. There's 17 comfortably. In the back video, there are some that's sitting in the pocket, some sitting in the front and the back. And unfortunately, sometimes I forget that I'm trying a disc and I don't try it because I forgot that's in the bag. So I'm going to do a video right now explaining why I chose this bag, and hopefully it will help somebody who's going from the quad system to the backpack system. Also, I'm going to try and transfer these items over to this backpack on camera, and to give you an idea of what items you are carrying and if it would fit in this particular backpack, if you were looking at the Grip EQ. Alright, so I bought this bag in 2009, January 2009. 5 years later, I bought this bag, and I went and did research on backpacks, and holy cow, there's at least 14 different backpacks out there. When I bought this, there was one, and that was made by Revolution, the same company that made this, and it was Revolution Dual Pack. It was really the only true backpack that was made for disc golfing that had a roll cage like this. But unfortunately, I didn't choose that one to buy again because, or the same company to buy, because they had the roll cage system, which carried the same amount of bags in the main compartment. So I was back to square one. I thought, you know what, let's try something new. Let's support a new company if I can. So, 3 main criteria to when I chose looking for this backpack. The first one is price. The second one is functionality. When I say functionality, does it serve, will it serve my purpose? And I won't find out till I try it, obviously, but there's a purpose when I pick this backpack. And the third one is aesthetics, and when I say aesthetics, I mean fit and finish. So, just like a car enthusiast, I like things with streamline, and that's one of the part of aesthetics when I chose this backpack. So, let's talk about price. The price wasn't really, it's not a concern, but it's not necessarily, oh, I don't care, I'll pay the most expensive thing for a backpack, because obviously this is not the most expensive thing. There are backpacks out there that's way more than $250, and it's not on my list here. Like the Mayhaul is $259. I mean, it's not way more than $250, but it's up there. But the price, for me with price, is that I'm okay with paying premium dollars as long as it will last me 5 years and up. This is going to last another 5 years, I guarantee it. But it's just that old school disc golf bag, new school disc golf bag. So therefore, I didn't have a problem paying the price, but I also need functionality to go with it, and I also need aesthetics. That's why it's on my priority list. As far as functionality, the purpose was to carry more than 17 discs comfortably, and this carries the 20 disc category, the between 20 and 21 disc category. I didn't want a bag that was too big, and I didn't want a bag that was too small, because obviously I already have a bag that fits the medium size. So this fits that upper medium category of 20 discs. I didn't need to carry 30 discs. I didn't even need to carry 25. So that's this category. Aesthetics, streamline, fit and finish. As you can see, these lines are much nicer. They're not as square and boxy like your old disc golf bags. So with that being said, the price point didn't matter, so therefore there wasn't a category of bags that was left out because of price. The functionality purpose. So because I wanted a 20-something disc carrier, that left out the small X company, which carried only 8 discs. It was actually meant for like a cooler to put beer in. It left out the Revolution Dual Pack, like I said earlier. It left out the Upper Park Shift backpack because it only carried, I think, 12 to 15 discs. And then it left out any kind of do-it-yourself backpacks because I'm not going to get the fit and finish if I make it myself backpack. I mean, I've seen DIY backpacks that carry way more than 20 discs, and I've seen ones that carry 20 discs and they're perfectly fine. But the fit and finish isn't there. That's why that whole category just left out. I just put it in the small category. Let's see. As far as the upper large category, the Gateway Ozark was left out because it was 24 to 28 discs. The Voodoo Spinal Tap is definitely left out because that's Dave Feldberg's bag. He carries like tons of discs. So that would have been too big for me. The Flight Contender carried 30 or more discs. That was left out. The Golf Mahal by Mystery Ranch carries 40 more discs or more discs. I mean, I know it's collapsible, but just the way it's built, it's huge, it's big in my eyes. The Pro Discus was a good option, but it was big because it carried 30 or more discs, or it could carry 30 more discs. So that was a little big for me, and it wasn't, again, as streamlined. So that left me with 6 bags left in the market right now. Number 6 is the Gorilla Boy Simeon. It carries 14 to 28 discs. It is way too square for me. I'm not a square person, so I mean, unless there's a good reason why it has to be square, but I'm not a square person, so that was left off of the possibilities. This is the category where I would have bought it if it fit the purpose, and this is the category that it fits the price and purpose, which is functionality, but now it has to meet the aesthetics part. And Gorilla Boy Simeon did not meet the aesthetics part. The Heiser Flak 3 came very close. It was a really good price at $190, but the aesthetics was just shy of how I wanted a streamlined backpack to look. Let's see, the next one was the Catalyst, the Saline Catalyst. It has little plastic feet on the bottom, in the little corners. It was really close to fit the aesthetics category, but the bottom of this bag was all lined, 2 giant plastic bars that are nailed in, which like beat out the Saline Catalyst for that reason. So that's why that one was out of the picture. The third option that would have been that would have sold me was the Dynamic Disc Ranger. That one was a little square, but I was willing to live with it if it had the aesthetics. If it had just the same amount of space in the outer pockets. The amount of space was 500 cubic inch, and this was 580 cubic inch, and it looked much better at 580 cubic inch. So I decided not to go with the Ranger box. And plus the material, I read that a lot of people were not a fan of it, and I'm not a fan of that grid shape either. The number 2 option was the Big Heiser Ergo 2. I really loved the way it looked. I thought the design was really cool. But again, it's kind of, I was willing to live with the fact that it can carry 15 discs comfortably and 20 pushing it. Then I started reading more reviews and I found out that it's really pushing it. You would have a hard time getting the disc in and out at 20 discs. And so that put my functionality and purpose out of the way. I really wanted the Big Heiser Ergo 2, but it was left out of the way because getting 20 discs in there was really tight. So the last but not least was the Grip EQ, and that's how it beat out all the other bags. With that being said, let's see if all this crap will fit in this new bag. Alright. So I got towels and long sleeve shirts on these pockets. They both have 2 cup holders, which is awesome because I do carry 2 32-ounce bottles with me each time. So let's put the putters in on top. My 2 putters. I have a medium right here. Sorry. I'm going to stuff it right in there, in the side pocket there. My discs are, they're colorful, but I'm actually going to change this season to orange and yellow because I don't have this divider, and I just realized that was a good idea because I'm used to having a divider and this bag does not come with one, so I'm so glad I'm switching to orange and yellow. It's just a brighter color and I can see it better. So we're going to do that right now. I want to do orange mids. Obviously I can't do that with some of these putters because I actually like the blue putters and white, and this only comes in black, so I can't do anything about that. Orange mids and yellow drivers. The fairway drivers can be orange or yellow. So let's see if all this crap will fit in there. So this bag. Okay, let's see. So let's do the mids first. So we got 2 regular Buzz, a Buzz GT, a Comet, and a Drone. So Some of these discs I am trying out this season, so we'll see how that goes. Trespass, we got, let's see, we got Destroyer, Escape, Trespass, some T-Birds I'm going to try. Some nukes. I'm always going to carry a nuke. I don't think I'll ever not carry a nuke. I think this is the first run Renegade. We'll do it that way. There we go. It actually fits very comfortably in there. So hopefully I'll try these out, and then whatever I don't use, I will put these putters back in. This is my Approach Challenger. It's actually going to go in this pocket right here. Which, that is awesome, by the way. That is just awesome. I always have an Approach just at my fingertips and putters at my fingertips. That's really cool. Alright, so that takes care of the discs for now. Let's see if this stuff will fit in this bag here. So first, I'm going to do the towels. Actually, let's do this pocket first. I got my long sleeve shirt for 5 o'clock in the morning rounds, and then we'll put the towel on top of it, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, and then we're going to do, this is a big towel for when it's pouring rain, or I go swimming in the swamp to fetch discs. I have that towel to dry myself. Alright, so I think it looks like this backpack is getting fatter as we speak here. This towel is my currently used towel, so I'm going to stuff that in there. So it looks like these pockets are empty here. Some clip-on refills. I'll put this actually in the side pocket right here. I'll keep it in those side pockets. And I'll put this in here for now. And my little pens and marker. And unfortunately I can't transfer my Buzz patches, but that's okay. So there goes the bag. It is completely empty, and everything that was in it actually fits in this bag. That's actually pretty cool. My mini is in here, and I think I can probably stretch this a little bit more if I put just one more disc in here. But that's wonderful, and this towel is accessible. This Approach disc is accessible, which is awesome, and my putters are accessible. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, let me know, and that is my new grip bag.